Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Arcanized here, back with another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the newest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain Marvel. I'm ready. I got my Marvel t-shirt on, so let's get into it. Keep in mind, there will be some spoilers for the movie in this review, so if you haven't seen it, maybe just go watch the movie and come back and watch this video later. It is totally fine. So I do think this was a solid entry into the MCU and definitely set up some stuff for Endgame, which I do really like. The third act I felt was amazing, but the first two, they were just kind of okay. I wasn't fully into the movie until we hit that third act, and then it was like, boom, let's go, Captain Marvel. Now, Brie Larson, I really liked her for the most part as Captain Marvel. I know she's been getting a lot of hate, and I don't condone what she said, but I really liked her in the role. I know some people say she was miscast. I kind of agree with that, but I think she made it work for the most part in this movie. The action was super fun. You could definitely tell this took place in the 90s, and I really got that sci-fi feel like I kind of got from Thor Ragnarok, which was awesome. Now, I do think this movie struggled with, it wanted to break free of that Marvel mold that all the movies had, but it also kind of stuck to it and that formula. So sometimes they just meshed together and it didn't really work out all that well. But I do respect them for what they tried to do with this movie. The origin of Carol got a little shaky, and I think they could have done it a little bit better. But, once we got past all that stuff, I loved the stuff at the house. I loved the Skrulls. I thought they were probably the best part of the movie, and all the twists and turns with them was really cool to see, because it was almost like a mystery in its own kind of movie here, because you didn't know who was a Skrull, who could be a Skrull, and it was really cool to see how they played with that through the entire movie. I gotta say, Samuel L. Jackson gives a great performance, and the de-aging on his character looks awesome. I think they did such a great job with it. It looks real. It looks like a younger Samuel L. Jackson, so gotta give them props for the special effects on that. Most of the special effects are actually pretty good, and definitely better than they looked in some of the trailers, so I was really happy to see that, they didn't look just like total CGI garbage. Now, I really, really liked how they portrayed the villains in this movie, in the sense that they weren't totally villains. No matter how you looked at it, there was always another side, and I think that's what made them pretty good, especially once we got to that third act. I was enjoying that, and it was very different than some of the other MCU movies, which I like to see, because when we're getting so many of these movies every year, it's hard to be different. And even though I feel like this film forced some of that a little bit too much, a lot of times it actually boosted the film for me, and overall, it was a fun ride. Brie Larson's acting in, the start was a little bit shaky, and it just took me a while to get going, get into this world and the story that they were telling. But once you do that, I think you can enjoy it. It is a little bit more of a movie where you just don't really want to think about it too much, because if you're a big fan and you start thinking about some of this stuff, a little bit of it doesn't make sense, but if you just kind of turn your brain off and watch it, it is a fun ride, and Goose is totally a scene stealer. I loved him. I know he was really just there for comedic effect, but I felt like they made good use of him, and I loved seeing him pop up in these random things, and it made me smile. So that was really cool, and The Tesseract in this movie was a little bit I will say that. But overall, it was a fun 90s ride. I like Captain Marvel for the most part, but let me know what you guys think. I will give it an 8.6 out of 10. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.